Good morning. We made it. End of week one of virtual home instruction. Excellent job all week. On Friday, we do Spirit Fridays. So I'm continuing the tradition wearing Thompson shirt. So hopefully you are too, wearing your black and yellow. We won't do a count. I can't give you tickets to hang me to a wall with duct tape, but we can still wear our Spirit Fridays together. So if you don't have it on, go get on your Thompson shirts and be proud of being a part of Thompson, even though we aren't physically there. Reminder, Fan School at the end of the week, you can submit those assignments for positive points. So today's assignment is pretty short. So you could spend the rest of your time playing Fan School, getting together those articles from your countries and putting them together into a slideshow for some extra points. I'll be putting an assignment on Classroom. If it's not already there, you'll see it, and you can submit those assignments, those slideshows to get some positive points. So go ahead and do that with your extra time today. Play some Fan School. Also gives you a chance to collaborate with your team, with your partner that you're doing your team with, and get a chance to talk about some stuff and work on some things together instead of just completing the assignments alone. So today, the assignment for today, we're putting it all together, Roman expansion. This is essentially a DBQ type question, but we're not doing a DBQ. The question is, do you think the benefits of Roman expansion outweighed the costs? Meaning, do you think there are more benefits of Roman expansion or there are more costs? There were quite a lot from both. I talked about it yesterday in the video, those of you who are watching the video. There is the Civil Wars. There is the Farmers' Rebellion. There is the Slave Rebellion. There is the fact that Caesar got assassinated. There is the end of the Roman Republic and the beginning of an empire. And with the beginning of an empire with Octavian Augustus, there also comes the 200-year period of peace, which is known as Pax Romana, which I talked about yesterday. Augustus also gives Rome its first police force, first firefighters, a library, construction projects. So there's a lot of good that comes as a result of the Republic ending. So it's kind of weird. The Republic ends, which where people can vote for their elected officials. But because the Republic ends, they get this great emperor who's the first emperor. Now, it's no guarantee the next emperors after that will be great. So it's a weird time. So you need to see if there are more costs or benefits, more good things or bad things about this Roman expansion. Think back from the whole week, from the overview on Monday to the first two periods of the Italian Peninsula and the Punic Wars on Tuesday and Wednesday, yesterday where we had the final two periods, the final periods of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire, and do a little cost-benefit analysis, meaning see what the benefits are, see what the costs are. If you need to add a row below, you can insert row below, and you can continue to add benefits or costs. All you need to do is 3, but I would probably suggest doing more, especially since some of your details from Tuesday and Thursday were a little bit short and not that detailed on your flowcharts. So I would add a little bit more detail here because you are going to be doing a Flipgrid response, and I am going to grade that. It is going to be a thing that I listen to and see how much detail you're giving about the specific benefits and costs. So you should be very specific in your Flipgrid. So complete this T-chart, benefits and costs, and then click the link for your block 1, 2, 5, or 7. And that'll bring you to a Flipgrid where you'll see the grid on the video that I posted. And it's the same question that I just said that I led with. Explain whether you think the benefits of Roman expansion outweighed the costs. It's essentially a DBQ type question, and we are essentially bucketing right here to decide on it. Do you think there are more costs bad things, or do you think there are more benefits, good things? I gave you some examples before. Go back and look at all of your notes from the whole week on all of these assignments, and you make the decision. Your video should be at least 45 seconds long, at least. I gave you a minute and a half to talk, so if you want to use that full minute and a half, go ahead. Also, I'm looking forward on Flipgrid to seeing all of you and hearing your opinions in a different way rather than just reading them. So make sure you're using specific evidence. Like for an example, you could say, I think there were more costs because they had to fight a slave rebellion and they got too big and couldn't sustain anything. You're using something specific. All right. So try to be as specific as you can. If you forget how to use Flipgrid, it should be pretty self-explanatory, but you can always email me. And again, I hope you have your Thompson wear on for Spirit Fridays. And I hope you continue with Fan School. You can submit those points for extra, those slideshows for extra points. Again, the Flipgrid is right here. You'll see the grid there, Roman expansion, and you can submit it here. All right, at least 45 seconds long. If you have any questions, email me. And I promised earlier in the week I'll show you one of my dogs. There she is, enjoying the sun. That's June. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to email me.